forearm lift. Objective: to teach proper blow delivery with a forearm shoulder strike.
Next, we're going to talk about some drills that we can do on the crawler sled. The first thing that we're going to start out with, and the first drill that I like to use, is we're going to work on the forearm lift, the lift phase of blocking, getting in tight in a good two-point stance. He's in a good run block demeanor, and he's going to throw the forearm flipper into it and get lift on the defender. We utilize this drill a lot in working our zone blocking concept, where we have a shade defender on us and we want to get lift so the adjacent lineman can overtake him. Let's take a look here at the forearm lift. Set, hit, set, hit, set, hit, sink those hips into it, set, hit, good. Then we would work on the other side. So he'd go to the other side to work the other forearm. Set, hit, set, hit, set, hit, good. Again, what we're working on here is getting the forearm to lift, getting the defender up and off the ground, or get the defender to come up so the adjacent lineman can overtake him and get movement off the ball. That's the forearm lift.
Six-point strike. Objective: to teach proper blow delivery with a forearm shoulder strike, coordinating hip roll with blow delivery.
The next drill we're going to do here on the two-man crawler sled is the six-point drill, and what we do in this drill is we get the lineman in a six-point stance on his knees and his toes, and what he's going to do is he's going to use the flipper that we had just worked on in the last drill. He's going to throw the flipper through. He wants to be in an extended position through this with his head up and his hips arched into the ground. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the six-point. Let me put a little pressure on the other side. And here we go. Set, hit, head up, set, hit, hips down, set, hit, good. Now we'll work them over here on the other side. Again, we're working the explosion through the block, snapping the hips, throwing the forearm, and getting some movement with the eyes up. Here we go. Set, hit, set, hit, set, hit, and extend your hips into it. Thanks, Tony. It's important on working this drill that you really want to snap those hips in and extend through the pad so the body is in an arched position. The forearm's up, the head's up, and you got an extension in the back of you going through the dummy. So when you finish on this thing, after you go from the six-point stance, your body should be in here, and you should have a complete arch in your back, putting your hips into the ground and into the dummy. And again, you can snap through that thing. You start out with the forearm, then you go to that six-point and get about 5 reps on both sides with each player so they get that feel of snapping their hips and throwing their forearm into the bag.